Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with some partly cloudy conditions with mainly some high clouds out around the area and some mild temperatures. We'll likely see a quick warm up this morning before some onshore flow starts to develop later this afternoon, bringing in that cooler air off the water. We'll see a slight chance of a passing shower or thunderstorm later this afternoon as well, but the better chance of more widespread rain showers will arrive as we get into the middle portion of our weekend. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have this boundary set up just to our north. We're going to see that slowly sinking southward and set up just to our southwest and west as we get later in the day today. Behind that, we will see that onshore flow blowing inward towards the local area, and that boundary will be the focal point of some shower activity potentially popping off later this afternoon. A better chance of that will be likely off to the west, but will very much depend on where that boundary eventually sets up later today. Current conditions this morning, just some scattered clouds around 25,000 feet, winds out of the west-northwest at 7 knots, temperature 64 degrees, relative humidity is at 80%. Look at the current visible satellite picture, we can see just this high cloud streaming through the area. We'll see some additional cloud cover as we get that onshore flow and some shower activity popping off to the west later today. Look at the high resolution model, see what we can expect. As mentioned, we will see that slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm later today. We'll see here this model is the most bullish with this activity and brings a bit more activity through the local area. As mentioned, we do expect better chance of that off to the west, but nonetheless we will carry that chance of a shower or thunderstorm as we pass mainly that 14 local time frame. Then we should see that lingering into the first part of the evening before pulling out of the area. And we'll see that onshore flow developing. It's going to help keep those temperatures a bit cooler as we move into the day on Saturday with those temperatures back down into the 60s for highs. We'll stay mainly dry through much of the day on Saturday as a more significant system starts to approach the area as we get into the evening time frame and into the overnight time frame. The second boundary pushes in from the west. You're going to see some weak low pressure developing as well, helping to enhance the winds, becoming slightly breezy to breezy at times through today Saturday and possibly lingering into Saturday evening. And then as you can see here, we'll see some shower activity moving into the area likely by the evening time frame, with the showers continuing through the overnight time frame. Right now it looks like we'll see a very slight chance of an embedded thunderstorm with this activity, but with that onshore flow likely going to keep that instability to a minimum overall. We will see the system start to pull out of the area as we get into the start of the day on Sunday, so a chance of a few lingering showers early Sunday, but should see that pulling out, still seeing breezy onshore flow, and will likely stay socked in some lower level clouds as we move through the day on Sunday. So once again, we will see a cooler day as we move through the day Sunday as well. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do have green conditions this morning, and then introducing that yellow chance for precip and lightning as we get into the afternoon and first part of the evening. Mainly after the 14 local time frame, we'll see high temperature up to 73 by the time we get to the start of the afternoon, with those winds turning easterly, 9 to 14 knots, gusting up to 19 knots for the second half of the afternoon. That's going to cool those temperatures back down into the 60s, and we'll stay in the 50s as we go into the overnight time frame with that east-southeasterly wind prevailing and then becoming a bit gustier as we get into the start of the day on Saturday. With that onshore flow, we'll have a chance for some low-level clouds moving in for the morning time frame, so do have an orange risk for some reduced ceilings there. Otherwise, seeing those tides running about a half a foot above normal. As we look at our Saturday, again, mostly cloudy and dry through much of the day, at least the first part of the day. We will see some breezy onshore flow developing. We'll keep those temperatures, that high temperature of 64 degrees for Saturday. And as we get into that later afternoon and evening time frame, we will see that good chance of some rain showers starting to move into the area, and very slight chance of a thunderstorm. So do have an orange risk for that precip chance. Yellow risk for those breezy winds, and yellow risk for some reduced ceilings and visibilities with the shower activity moving through, and then introduce an orange risk for precip Saturday evening, as that will be the bulk of the rain activity pushing through the area with those rain showers likely. Once again, a very slight chance of an embedded thunderstorm, and then we'll see a steady breeze, but it won't be as gusty as we move through the overnight time frame, but we'll see those gusts start to pick up as we get closer to the start of the day on Saturday. So still carrying a yellow risk for those elevated winds and an orange risk for some reduced ceilings and visibilities. And as mentioned, we'll have a chance of some lingering rain showers early on Sunday. And then continue with cloudy conditions and some low-level cloud cover, keeping things cooler with a high in the mid-50s and breezier throughout the day on Sunday as well. So an orange risk for that wind advisory criteria. Continue to linger with that yellow risk for precip and a yellow risk for some reduced ceilings and visibilities. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.